Hey, everybody. Welcome back to Beyond the DJ Booth. I'm Brian B.
I'm Joseph Bunn.
Amazing.
I almost gave my whole birth name.
Yeah.
Joseph Eagles Bunn Jr.
Did you get that Matter Daddy?
What?
Did you get the Matter Daddy?
I don't know what that is.
You don't know? You didn't get the Matter Daddy?
I'll fall for the joke. What's Matter Daddy?
Oh, I just had to do it. I saw it on TikTok.
I don't know
recently.
what it is. What's matter? What's the matter, Daddy?
Not much. What's the matter with you? I had to go with it, dude. It was there. It was there. I saw it on TikTok.
I think Diddy's the only person that calls grown men daddy. What do you think, Saquon, the diddler?
You'll be using it. You'll be using that.
No, I won't. Randy might. Randy's the king of the shitty dad jokes.
Oh,
What's
man.
up, dude? Welcome
This
back.
weekend was nutty. I had a gig in Florida on, what day was it? Saturday. And it was awesome. It was a great gig.
Yeah?
Great gig. But a lot
wedding?
of things. Yeah. Yeah. So I brought my phone because literally these are the things that happened. This is door number one was fake fall wedding. So I could talk to you a little bit about that. Door number two is the $60 single wedding track purchase. Door number three, a SoundCloud TikTok track. Door number four, new opening dance track. Door number five, wife and kids going to a wedding gig with me. Or door number six, firing one of my DJs. All happened from this weekend.
And I'm supposed to pick one of these?
Any of them. Or you want a little bit of a smidge of each.
I'll take a smidge of each, but
Okay.
like don't eat up the entire 30-minute podcast
No.
with this nonsense.
No. So
Go
fake
on.
fall weddings.
I don't know
right?
what that means.
So it's fall, technically.
Yes, 2 days
It's not
into
fall,
it.
bro. It's
Right.
not fall. It's like if you go out there, you're sweating your...
In North Carolina, yes. And
So
Florida. Yeah,
same way.
Worse.
Are you seeing a trend of clear tents?
Yeah, they're the worst.
It's like magnifying glass on your dome.
Cooked. Absolutely baked bald head.
Why are people doing
I
this?
don't know.
I mean, it's
Premature.
fine, late,
Yes.
not early.
No.
And like it's just not time.
It's actually just like when you used to take a magnifying glass and like burn ants and shit when you were a kid.
the worst.
The worst, dude.
And I think also
Stop doing it.
Please stop. And also just for like guest experience
Yeah.
too. They
Terrible.
don't typically have fans in there. I'm like, if you're gonna do a clear tent, gotta put some fans in there.
AC or AC. If you're super rich, you got AC in your tent.
It's just tough from like a DJ perspective because it's all about pacing. Because if you go in too heavy with it feeling like it's like 1,000,000 degrees in there, like it's a greenhouse effect, bro.
That's
It's
what it
like,
is. That's what it is. I hate it.
My God. So they did this clear tent.
No.
And I was like, I got to figure out how to get these people out here and keep them for a couple hours.
Yeah.
And it was all about pace. But I just PSA, please stop with the clear tents.
Premature clear tent. PCT. Go ahead.
So door two.
Yes.
Lady sees a song on TikTok and
Who's
she's
lady?
like, bride, sorry.
Okay.
She goes, I need the song I want to walk down the aisle to it. It's
Whoa.
Canon in D with
A trap beat or something.
No, it was like some string thing, trap beat coming down the aisle.
Okay.
So it lists on the TikTok caption by Bespoke Strings. I go looking everywhere
Don't tell
for
me.
it. It's on their website, bro.
And they really charge
$60
for one song.
track.
And you paid it.
I mean,
Did you bill her back?
I did.
Did
No,
you bill
I
her
didn't.
back?
I didn't. No.
Wow.
If it would have been like a typical client for our B-Boy brand, I would have. But
Yeah, you're a bill back king.
this one I couldn't. I was like, well, I got to take this
okay.
one on the chin. But I just like, what?
Can you send it to me?
But
You
can
know somebody's
believe
gonna
that?
ask for it.
$60. And this thing had
dog.
a lot of views. So I think
Yeah.
it's going to be worth the purchase, I guess. But still. So that's highway robbery, bro. You don't need many sales to do well with
That's
that track.
crazy.
So I'm like, I hope this isn't the norm. Like these people like making these one-offs, and it's just like,
Me either. Or like some father-daughter dance that pops off.
yeah,
I've definitely paid like an absurd amount for a track, but it wasn't 60. 60's larceny.
yeah, it's crazy. I'm like, what the heck? So number three was another TikTok track. This actually no, this is a SoundCloud track.
Okay.
Groom's like, hey, you got to play a song for us. It's
Same event.
same event,
Okay.
unwritten.
Okay.
It's a remix.
Okay.
And I listened to it. It actually was, I think, a guy who snagged the Scooter blend, and I think Digital Dave did one too, with Happier and Unwritten together.
Yeah.
But then they added some little rap component to it.
Oh no, I play that Happier blend all the time.
Okay, so it was like,
there's no rap in it.
So this DJ or producer put something out on SoundCloud.
Right.
He's like, our crowd's gonna go hype on it. I'm listening to it. Doesn't have an intro. I'm just like, I think this is gonna suck. This is not gonna go over. And so they're like, play it to start the last hour if you can fit it in. And dude, I played it the last hour.
Yeah, Havoc.
Crazy Havoc.
I do love that song, and I love that edit.
So let's play a little bit of the video. You want to play this?
Right,
this is the groom.
All right.
Who's out here singing here.
There's you rocking. Yeah. Okay.
Shirt on. And we have shirt off. And we just go mental.
White tee.
All gents just out there like it's Mr. Brightside. And we're doing it to Unwritten over Happier. I'm like, bro.
I do love Natasha Bedingfield, though.
I had no idea this was going to be the banger of the night.
I'll be honest. Saquon will back me. I play that song almost every weekend.
That version of it?
Yeah. That with Happier. Bum, bum, bum,
it's such a weird, the intro into it, like, because it's kind of more mellow. So it's kind of an interesting.
Yeah, but it just goes off.
Interesting.
It goes off every weekend. Guys, girls, doesn't matter. Like, people just love that.
Yeah.
Feel the rain on your...
Okay.
Whatever it is.
Wow.
It's timeless, bro.
That tone's a little off.
Yeah, I know my key is not. Brian B hates a bad key.
So door 5.
Yes.
Took my wife and kiddo.
They weren't in the room, though.
Not to this wedding. I had my goddaughter.
That's right. That's right.
I had a wedding in Columbus on Friday.
That's right.
I went to that. I was already booked on a wedding by the time I found out this wedding date.
Correct.
So I didn't get any intel on this wedding outside of knowing that it was this time, show up at this address.
Yeah.
Bring our 4-year-old. And my wife texts me from the ceremony and goes, did you know this is a 1-hour Catholic mass? I'm like, no.
In a church.
In
like
a church.
At a Catholic church.
Yeah. Wow. I'm like,
With
no.
a baby.
She's like,
With
I'm going to kill you. And then they go to the reception. It's open seating. Everybody takes up the primo seats. Wife is with the kids' table. And she's just like, I hate you right now. You know? And she's like, this is the worst night of my life. And I'm like, oh, I'm so sorry, man.
But where are you?
I'm in
Why
Florida.
Are you not in baby Tampa?
That wedding I just showed.
Oh, she stayed.
She stayed.
No, you went to the Friday night thing. Then you left. You go to your gig Saturday, Florida. She stays for the wedding.
Yeah.
And
they're my friends. It's like my goddaughter.
No, I understand.
Which is not.
But she had to represent for your family.
She had to, but boy, she took one on the chin.
She did, bro. You owe her big.
So yeah, that was number 5. And the last one was firing one of my DJs.
I can't wait to hear this. You know, I love a good firing.
This is brutal. So this...
Is it anybody I know?
No.
Okay.
And actually it wasn't really one of my DJs.
Okay.
So I had a planner. All of our guys were booked. This is September 21st.
Yeah.
Huge wedding day because of the date.
Yeah.
Earth, Wind, and Fire song, right? That was on everybody's playlist.
Of course it was.
My couple did it for their grand entrance. They didn't even use it for the dance set. They wanted to use it for that. But anyway, a planner calls, goes, we have somebody that we need to take care of. Can you help me? Mm-hmm. So I call, all of our guys are booked, but I felt like this is a planner I like to work with, see if I can get anybody.
Sure.
So I call one of my nightlife people, and he's like, he's great. He can do both. He can do nightlife and this. He's like, I can't do it, but one of my nightlife guys can.
Okay.
He's solid.
Okay.
He gets on the phone call with the client, and it's great. Like, he speaks well spoken, but I've never seen them DJ outside of the club. I've seen him do it in the club. And he gets there, and he goes, hey, where are my speakers? I'm like, bro, what do you mean? Where are my?
Where are you? You're at your show?
I'm at my show setting up.
Oh, shit.
And he came, it's an hour from his house, this venue. And it's crazy traffic because it's still kind of fall. So we're just kind of getting a lot beat up. So I'm like, you were supposed to bring these. Like, this is part of the deal. Like, Al didn't tell you. Like, you got to bring your own speakers, your own gear.
It's a mobile DJ show.
Yeah. And he's like, I don't have any. Now I'm freaking out because it's under my name, right? So I call up my boy. I'm like, yo, you didn't tell your boy to bring speakers? Like, you got to. So he makes the call.
Whoa.
They get there 15 minutes beforehand, but they aren't speakers he's used to. So I'm literally like trying to walk him through setting these up.
The menu or whatever.
Yeah. It was an off brand 15 minutes before the ceremony, and it's ceremony reception, same spot. So I think the guy just got stressed, like as I would probably too, but I know how to handle it.
Very badly. Yeah.
Anyways, homeboy goes to the
Shit
bar.
the bed. Ooh.
Yeah. You got some tequila shots back there? I'm like, so the planner texts me and goes, hey, your boy's doing tequila shots back here.
Pre-ceremony?
Pre-ceremony. I'm like, what? You got to be joking me. Like, no way. Then I get an email from the planner during the wedding. I'm checking this. And she goes, hey, your boy's like drinking on their tab. He's like, I had to cut him off. And I am just like, I cannot believe this is happening right now. You know? So anyway, and the planner tells me later, like, hey, you know, it was a tough crowd. I can see why he would be stressed out. And I'm like, yeah, but you don't do that. Like, that's like rule one, right? Like,
it's literally rule one.
Yeah. And this is a relationship with both the planner and the venue that is now threatened because of this, right? So I have to call them that night, you know, after my gig. This is like 11:30 at night.
The couple?
No, the planner and the thing, and say, hey, I'll take care of it in the morning. Like, I'm going to make this right with the client, whatever I got to do. So I took care of them, the client, because they, you know, raised a little bit of a stink when they saw the tequila shots, apparently.
Oh.
And so had to do a little bit of a refundage on that to kind of smooth it over. But I had to tell the DJ, I'm like, listen, we can't ever use that guy again. He's not
allowed
He's
here,
not allowed here. Like, we got to get somebody else. So anyway, had to let him go. But hadn't run into that ever. I don't think I've ever ran into one of our guys drinking ever before.
The only thing I recall about that, there was two quick instances I'll remember. There was an incident where somebody reported it either from the venue or the wedding planner and was like, hey, man, your guy was drinking here the other night. And I confronted, and it was this guy had been here a long time.
Right.
I confronted him immediately. I said, hey, dude, what was that about? And he goes, that is absolute bullshit. And I was like, well, I mean, they said you were drinking. He was getting Cokes in the highball glasses.
Oh,
it was a real bar with a real bartender, and they were serving drinks in the highball glasses.
Yeah.
There was no paper version or plastic cup or whatever for like soda. Yeah. The soda was, and he was like, dude, absolutely not. And I believed him. Like, because she didn't say like he was fucked up. She was like, your boy was drinking. As soon as I saw his face, he was like almost like crying. He was like, dude, absolutely would never do that. Yeah. And the only other time was I took a shadow out, and he kept saying, hey, man, you want a drink or anything?
Saquon's here, dude.
Nah, Saquon would not do this to me. And this dude kept coming back, and he was like, hey, man, you know, do you want a drink or something? I'm going, you know, get a drink. And every time he came back, this was in a highball glass, but it looked like a soda. It was the opposite. Dude, this guy was drinking Jack and Coke. And like after a couple of hours, he was like, you know, started to, he was shit-faced. And I was like, yo, man, are you drinking? And he goes, yeah, is that a problem? Like he didn't think anything was wrong. And when he was asking me, do I want to drink? He was saying, like, I'm getting a liquor drink at the bar. And I was like, yeah, dude, that's a problem. And you can go ahead and get out. I don't know if he drove home, took a cab, Uber, whatever. I mean, I basically threw him out on the spot.
Yeah.
I said, dude, we just don't do that here, man. Like, we don't get down like that.
Even if a client offers it, I decline every time.
Hard no, because the guests don't know that you've been offered that.
Yeah.
It's almost the same principle for me when they say, do you want to walk through the buffet?
Yeah.
The guests don't know that client or that wedding planner told you to do that.
Yeah.
And I usually don't do it. It's a bad look. It's a bad look, man.
I have one planner who's like, her thing is she never wants the venue or the vendors to think that they're not taken care of. She demands that you go through the buffet. I'm like, I'm not doing it.
I'm not either.
I'm like,
make me a plate. Bring it back to the conference room A, and I'll eat the shit out of it. Going through the lines, it's not a good look. That's a whole nother podcast about the food.
Well, we've already given a little bit of value so far.
Yeah, we have. We
got questions.
We got a question. We got. This is going to be speed round.
This is like a three-parter.
This is the Jani hates a multi-part question.
Yeah.
But this guy did lay it out properly with numbers.
From the Netherlands.
We're already global. How do you feel about that?
I love that.
You want me to read this one?
Yeah.
All right. So this is from Bart Van Halder.
Love a three-part
I feel like
name.
it would sound like much better with a Dutch accent.
I like the three-part name, though. When you got a double last name.
How about Brian Von Bonacici? That's pretty hard.
It is hard.
You want to change it?
Anything Von.
Number one, how do you handle the mic apart from presentation? Do you use it often or not to hype up the crowd? My opinion in this matter is not to do it too much. the music should matter the most.
Okay.
Speed round, go. Yes or no, agree or disagree?
Less more than more.
True. I agree.
But
and is that because you're a better DJ than an MC?
I think that's the case.
Same for me.
But I also don't feel like you shouldn't say nothing once you start mixing.
Same for me.
You got to be a little bit
Yeah, because
present.
I've seen some game footage, what I would call game footage of some of my DJs. I'm like, bro, you gotta grab
something.
that mic. You gotta get that mic a little bit, especially if you need like, if they need a prompt or they need a hands up in the air or whatever it is.
But I do feel like good programming can mask bad or non-existent mic work if it's done well.
Yes, 100% agree.
Right?
100% agree. But I think less is more for me on this instead of just chattering on the mic the whole time. Part 2, how do you handle requests from the guests apart from the couple?
You go first.
The couples list is always Bible to me.
Right.
That's priority. It's always going to take priority. If they have a huge list, I'm pretty much telling the guests or even showing them like on my iPad, or if I printed it out, hey, like these people picked a lot of music. I need to get through these before I get to your Lil Wayne request or whatever it is.
I'm the same. But I think he's asking more or less, do you not take guest requests? I do. I mean, I have no problem if they come up as long as it's within.
Wait, you do not take them?
No, I do take them.
Me too.
As long as it's within, like if it's, we're in peak hour and they're asking for Stairway to Heaven or something, that would be a no. But
no, I mean, I'm always going to, if somebody, and I get it twice a night, hey, do you take requests? And I always go, sure, or of course. Like, I feel like that's part of the job.
Yeah.
Now, am I necessarily going to play it?
Yeah.
No. Especially if it doesn't go, or if I've got a million things to get through for the couple.
Yeah.
It might not get played.
Yeah.
But I usually say, yes, I take requests.
Yeah.
I just think that's part of the job as a mobile private event DJ.
Right.
And question 3, I am a 100% mixer by ear, so I try to mix everything if possible. What is your opinion about this? I know a lot of other DJs that just talk and echo out the song into the next one.
I think it's great that he's mixing, but I think that can also be a hindrance. Just like if you're always mixing everything, it can be just like echoing out everything. At some point, that gets boring.
Yeah,
like for the listener.
Yeah,
because they kind of like.
But you would say once you're playing the dance set, it's 90% mixed.
Yeah.
Me
but
too.
I mean, I'm using like hot cues, what I call hot cues, but like to kind of do different things. I'm trying to come up with interesting transitions that make sense. I don't think you should just do
blends
crazy.
The whole night.
Well, that and also just crazy transitions just to do crazy transitions either. It's got to make sense.
But you would prefer clean over
1,000%.
or like,
totally
just offbeat scratching or right. Me
but
too.
he said 100% mixer by ear, so he tries to mix everything. I mean, yeah, I guess if you want to mix a good portion of it, but I just wouldn't mix everything. I think that would get boring.
Well, I mean, I think if I'm trying to drop BPMs, sometimes even instead of going, even if I have a transition edit from 130 BPMs to 70 BPMs, I'm not necessarily going to use it. I'll just echo out of the 130 and then reset this, basically restart the set at the 70 beat per minute.
Well,
song.
and there's certain songs that slam-ins work great.
That's what I'm saying.
Right? Like,
right.
1-2 step would be one.
Yep.
Crank that, another one. Like there's certain songs like that. Intro is everything.
Yeah.
That is the song. Like that's the part people go crazy off of.
So with just the straight standard radio version. No intro, no outro on it.
So to mix that doesn't make sense for certain songs.
Agreed 100%.
Cool.
Good stuff.
Bart, great question.
Bart. Good question from
Maybe
the
you can fly us out. We can do a podcast over there. What do you think?
I haven't been there in forever.
I've never been there, actually.
Is Amsterdam the Netherlands? Yeah, I went there one time. It's a special place.
I'm sure it is. I'm sure it is. 54. We can do it for birthday 54.
There we go. Oh, so let's wrap it, man.
All right, sounds good.
Thanks, guys, everybody, for listening. This has been Beyond the DJ Booth podcast. And I don't know what episode we're on. We decided we're not going to even say that. We're just going to title these things something interesting to make y'all listen, and then hopefully to leave us a review and then to keep listening, because we're going to drop this every week. If you want to see what we look like on camera, you can always go to the YouTube channel and watch the full version there as well. Thank y'all.
See ya.
See ya.